Hi everyone. Sorry you can't really see my eyes very well with the screen. So not only was this another really amazing TED Talk, thank you to our professor for always providing those, but man, it had some really good insights. So the way that these ideas aid in the way that I understand how people think is that everyone is different and has something to contribute no matter where you are. There are many different kinds of thinkers, which I thought was super cool because yeah, I knew that everybody thought different and learned differently, but I didn't actually think of like the names that were associated with it and the categories. For example, the photorealistic thinker, the pattern thinkers, the ones that who are really good at math, which is not me, and verbal minds. Another thing that was mentioned in the video was that we need to develop all kinds of minds so that we can all work together. So if you think about your workplace, your school, your home, like everybody has a different way of thinking, and in order to be able to do that cohesively, they have to learn how to work their thinking. Like for example, in the video she was saying how she saw things in pictures, the picture thinking, and that if she, and it's more realistic, kind of like Google Images, and if she was to think of something, you gave a name, she would think of those images quickly. So then in her own learning, she would need to learn how to incorporate that into, obviously into her learning, and to make it better for herself, and is also for her teachers or her parents, so that she can take that and grow and become bigger than she is. With autism, I think that a lot of people put them in little boxes like, hey, they're good at this, but they can't be good at other things. They forget that just because someone thinks differently than you does not mean that they can't do something that you can do. There are a large amount of kids in schools, and the schools that I've worked with, where they're really good at math, or they're super smart, they can read really well, but social activities and things are not to their strong suit. And so then teachers kind of put them in their own little corner. Like she was saying, people don't know what to do with different thinkers and those smart kids, and how we need to do a better job at catering to them and their needs, and being able to open up a wider spectrum to broaden their thinking. Just because, like I said before, just because a person thinks one way doesn't mean they can't think any differently. The way that this influences the way that this influences how I communicate is it gives me a better outlook on how to conversate. Like, I have to remember that someone I talk to may obviously think different than me. I can explain something, but they may take it in a completely different way. I also take it as a learning experience. How much can we learn from our peers? For example, I love hearing from everyone in our discussion because everyone has a different point of view. Everyone has different words to use. And I think that the way that it changes my communication is that it just opens my mind and my eyes, and my hearing opens everything up to what somebody else is saying, because they don't think the same way as I do. And the way that I can relate this into my writing is that I have to be able to write so that those different types of thinkers, visual thinkers, pattern thinkers, or verbal thinkers, can read that and understand it. I have to be able to paint a picture for my photo thinkers, a pattern, a storyline that goes well together for my pattern thinkers, and my verbals, or using words that they can understand and put into their own words. Thank you.